2 years ago, you're all 12. You're all starters on the traveling team. The four of you, plus Rodrigo Laserbeam, are on Cape Cod, specifically in Chatham. The four of you are staring up at the Chatham Lighthouse, whose light has been constantly glowing for the past 150 years. What you know of the Chatham Lighthouse, what you knew going in, that Zap Xylophone, your coach on the traveling team, gave you, was its history. It was commissioned by Thomas Jefferson. It was a very important lighthouse, one of a pair originally, but a few decades after its commissioning in the early 1800s, it became the lighthouse that it was, and its, beautiful bulb was installed, and more or less since then, it has always been lit. You could see it in point of fact for that light for about 28 nautical miles. The reason why Zap Xylophone sent the five of you out here is because even though that light has been glowing for about 150 years, it stopped.
Oops.
And you were sent to investigate why. And the reason why this is a Blittle League matter is that no one locally could understand why the light wasn't working. So what you knew going in was not only the history, but the fact that the light source is powered and the light is giving off heat. Just no light. So the five of you are standing at the Chatham Lighthouse. As a team, of course. You're all looking up at it. The area is not under any kind of quarantine or anything. In typical Cape Cod style, you can access it only via a gravel road, and there's just a sign up that says the lighthouse is closed. So there's not much more in terms of formality there. But yeah, the five of you were dropped off by the Big Petunia at a local airfield. You hoofed it over here, and now you're on site. What do you all do?
Folks, I have packed emergency pizzas, pocket pizzas for the occasion. I know that they have a lot of roast beef here, and I'm not interested. So if you need pocket pizza, let me know.
They have South Shore roast beef? Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, Zlobs. Even
No. I have standards.
The Cape Cod of the Blittle League verse is very similar to other Cape Cods, with a couple of notable exceptions. One of them is that the food is somehow even worse.
Well, Morgan, maybe we can use one of those pocket pizzas to get on the good side of if is there a lighthouse keeper?
Do you want there to be?
Yeah, I would like there to be.
Sure. The lighthouse keeper has a really fantastic New England name, just the kind that you would expect. So I'm going to defer that one to the chat. What is the most aggressively New England lighthouse keeper name you could think of?
And can they be really old?
Oh, that's a given. They're a lighthouse keeper in Chatham.
Have they been the lighthouse keeper the entire time the lighthouse has been here?
Gonna go ahead and say yes.
Is it Thomas Jefferson?
Excellent.
Very close. It's Gregor McFleagen.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get that name in there. Gregor McFleagen is, Lighthouse Keeper Gregor, however you want to say it. He's impossibly old. He looks 100. He's probably 200. McFlinigan. I will allow that because it's a little easier.
Hold on, Yellow Man. How's that McFlinigan?
I will allow this retcon because I was calling him Lighthouse Keeper Gregor because I only had one of those names in me.
McFlinigan.
Gregor McFlinigan. Gregor McFlanagan, Darby, I'll let you roll it, actually. Give me a 2d6 plus
Was that plus sharp?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a 13.
Oh, fantastic. You're able to ascertain why he is alive. You're pretty sure he's got some kind of fey blood in him, which means he was not. He predates the United States. Likely came from the United Kingdom, roughly before the revolution, and has tucked in here ever since. So he's incredibly old. Moves around well, like from certain angles. Despite his age and his slowness, you could tell there's just something sealy about him. Like the angle of his nose, the fact that his features change a little bit when they're in the light versus not, things like that. But he's so the sense you get, he likely has some fey blood in him, but he is not in and of himself magical. He's just a lighthouse keeper that decided, for whatever reason, to post up here. You could ask him about it if you want. But he welcomes you all in. He sees you kind of on the grounds past the do not enter sign. And he looks up. Hey there.
Greetings.
Hi.
Are you the keeper?
I am. Welcome to Chatham Light.
Oh, well, thank you for having us. We are...
I've been calling it Chatham Dark.
That's pretty funny.
Are you all hungry? I sense you have pocket pizza on you, but I could offer you other things as well.
I'm not hungry.
I mean, I'm always hungry.
Yeah, I could eat a little bit.
I have a stew on. If you're here to examine the light, come on in. You're going to have to go through the main house anyway.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. I'm sorry, what was your name?
Gregor McFlanagan.
Mr. Gregor McFlanagan, would you excuse us for one moment?
By all means, you are excused.
A team huddle.
Oh,
We'll be right.
This is a pretty quick huddle.
We'll be right in.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Mindy?
Hey. I'm sorry. Who's this
what?
person again?
That's Rodrigo Laserbeam.
Of course,
okay.
No. Rodrigo's invited. I couldn't remember.
I thought it was Catherine Thompson again for a second.
She's everywhere.
right. No, Rodrigo also. I don't think we should eat this guy's food. I just wanted to throw that out there before we go inside. I don't want
You think he
anyone
wants to poison us?
No. I don't think he wants to poison us. I just, that's a very old person.
Think he's full of prunes?
And no.
Nana's a very old person. I thought you liked them.
I love old people. What I'm saying is that they clearly have some amount of fey ancestry. Would we agree with that? Does that seem likely to anybody else with a person that old that they might have fey ancestry?
Why is it a big deal?
Well, I don't.
We have a lot of friends who are Fae.
I'm pleased with the Fae. I love old people. I love the Fae.
Rodrigo's looking something up on his phone.
Yeah, thank you. Rodrigo, can you do some research on this?
I'm on it.
I don't think you're meant to accept food from the Fae. Has anybody else heard of this?
No.
Does anyone else think it was suspicious that we're here on business and the very first thing he asks us is if we want his food?
I just thought he was being hospitable.
Yeah,
He
most
probably
people offer
is.
food. Your Nana is like, hey, you want lemon loaf whenever I come over?
Got it.
Rodrigo, what's the verdict?
Okay. There are a lot of different threads about this. According to a post from someone called Fae Scholar 15, you must not, under any circumstances, accept a gift from the Fae. But according to merry old England, under no circumstances should you refuse a gift from the Fae.
Oh,
So it looks like those two are split. Let me.
Maybe
Oh,
we'll
there
go
was a
for-
poll.
Oh. okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of profanity in here.
That's the internet.
Yeah, I don't like this.
We go 50-50 maybe? Plus, then
Half
we
of us eat it,
Yeah,
half of us
I guess
don't,
there's
and
five
see
of
what
us.
happens
Yeah,
to
yeah.
us. Is that what you mean, Darby?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
And
I'm here for
I
it.
do feel like, Zlobs has a lot of practice with things that probably shouldn't be eaten.
Hey,
And
Yeah, Zlobs, I
I'm
think
an
you should eat
angel,
this
so
too.
maybe it's like, maybe whatever happens. I guess do you think it's like we get sick, or is it more like you're bound to some sort of,
I would like to
this
be
is
bound
just-
to something.
It's about
Yeah.
being bound to some. This is just according to, I think, like British folklore. But according to the game master's description, perhaps this person came from England. So who knows how reliable these fairy tales are? But from my understanding, if you eat the food, you can be kind of bound to some sort of deal without knowing it.
I would never do that.
Morgan, give me a 2d6 plus charm roll. I'll give you a +1 because this isn't all at once. This has been over time.
Okay. Second roll.
I cracked my knuckle at an inconvenient time. Sorry if the mic picked that up. It was a very loud knuckle crack.
No worries. That is a 9.
Okay. So you've known Rodrigo Laserbeam for a few years now. Was on another team, was on a Blittle League team, obviously, before joining the traveling team. He's your age, he's all of your age, so you've known him throughout your first year and now into this year. In a lot of ways, Rodrigo is kind of like a Zlobs if he took a different path in life, if his personality was different. He doesn't have any particular powers. He's not an angel. He's not a mage. He's not a psychic. He's a good Little League player with a pretty solid tactical mind. Where if Zlobs is pretty good in combat and excellent at strategy, Rodrigo's kind of the opposite.
Is he also cool?
He's less cool than you. And the reason why, and Morgan, this is what the role was for, is unlike Zlobs, who hangs around with superpowered people and sees himself as an equal, Rodrigo's hanging out with superpowered people and doesn't.
You see, that's the difference between if you're cool with yourself and you're happy with yourself and you're not always measuring yourself against others. That's one of my secrets.
Yeah, you've had a conversation like that with him before, Zlobs, but yeah. So Morgan, you're kind of looking and seeing that Rodrigo is rather interested in trying the food of an international fairy person, and yeah, you just think it's like, oh, okay, that might be why.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Then I leave it up to Zlobs and I hand.
Well, it depends on the food.
Well, here's what I'll do. Mathers,
Yes.
here's a pocket pizza.
You want me to eat this now so I'm not tempted by
Yes.
the food of lighthouse keeper Gregor McFlanagan?
Yeah, or just use it as an excuse. As will I. We were really craving this pocket pizza. And Rodrigo, Laserbeam,
Yeah.
I'd like you to eat the soup.
Okay,
And-
I'm in.
Oh, okay. And then, Darcy, I'd like you to eat the soup.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm eating the soup.
Okay, fine. I don't want you to eat the soup.
Both
Okay,
of you are
so
being very
Morgan and I-
bossy.
Morgan and I will have the pocket pizza and keep our wits about us. Zlobs, Rodrigo will eat the soup, and Darby, you can do whatever you decide in the moment, and
Maybe I
we'll
won't
treat
tell
this
you
as
what
an
I'll do.
experiment to see what the potential phase food does to us. Are we all in
Okay.
agreement?
Agreed.
Yes.
All right. So, yes, you all go in. And yeah, this lighthouse is aggressively New England. You walk in, there's like it's wooden kind of like kind of lapboard walls, with heavy blankets hanging from them to kind of stop the blusteriness of being on the water. There's a table that almost certainly predates America in the middle of this room. A bunch of old books. There's an American flag that does not have enough stars on it. There's a lot. There's like earthenware, like cups and mugs hanging on pegs on the wall. There's a guest book in here, and the guest book's actually fairly modern. But yeah, sure enough, and there are rooms that there are rooms that are clearly closed off, like private rooms. But yeah, there's this main room that's clearly set up as living quarters, or like kitchen, living room, and if guests come in to look at the place and like take a semi-official tour. And then there's just like a big stairway. So you're in kind of this open kitchen living area. There's a delicious smelling stew bubbling on the hearth, and he ladles some out.
Wait a second. What was your name?
Mine?
Yeah.
It was Gregor McFlinigan.
So why does it say McFliagan on that sign?
Ah, very observant. Due to a spelling error in a very ancient book, when I crossed over here with the Marquis de Lafayette, I had to change my name.
Whoa, that's pretty
quite.
Cool. Yeah, I'll take some. I'll take some soup. Is that a roast beef chowder?
Yes.
Hold on. I need to huddle up.
We'll be right back, sir.
Back to the huddle.
What's up, Zlobs?
It's roast beef chowder. Ugh.
Zlobs, you said you would eat it. You made a commitment.
Ugh. Well, can I at least have some pizza?
Just remember, it's just going to be separate roast beef and chowder once it gets to your stomach. So it's like you're eating roast beef and you're eating chowder.
Maybe sip out all the fluid first, and then you can chew on the roast beef.
It'll be very tender from the chowder.
Okay, I'll do it.
What do you think, Rodrigo?
I'm in.
Of course you are.
Zlobs,
right.
if you down a bowl, I'll give you a pocket pizza.
Well, okay, fine.
Young man, what did you say your name was again?
Well, I didn't.
Ah.
Are you asking me my name?
I am.
Severus Slavin from Somerville, Massachusetts.
Isn't that funny?
No, it's a very cool name. My nickname Zlobs is probably objectively more funnier.
Could be. Is your family always from here?
I mean, I was born here. Oh, I'm not from here. I never lived on the Cape.
Parents? Grandparents? Great-grandparents? And so on all the way back?
No. They probably... Yeah. Zlob starts sweating.
Remind me to tell you a fun story. Anyway, here it is. And he ladles out a... it smells good at a distance. The closer you get to it, the more it smells... well, it certainly smells unctuous. Very rich, earthy. So yeah, so Zlobs, Darby, Rodrigo, y'all want some?
One's a strong word, but I'll do it.
All right, this is just going to be a pure old luck roll. I want Darby, you Zlobs, you roll it. Just give me 2d6 with nothing on it.
Darby, do you want to do one? I'll
Yeah.
do the other.
All right, nice.
Yeah, I'll roll for the chowder. All right, what do you get?
Did I roll for the beef?
Yeah, you roll for the beef.
That'd be a 1.
Oh, I got a 5.
Oh, well,
Well, it's not good. It's South Shore beef is bad.
Yeah.
It's terrible. That's why Zlobs is upset. Zlobs will put anything in chowder. He'll put gushers in chowder. He puts apples in chowder.
Oh,
he'll
God.
put like Oreo cookies in chowder. It's
That doesn't sound like a chowder. What you're describing.
well, it's
Not
chowder
describing
base. You have chowder. You have cream. You have I don't know cheese or a potato.
Yeah, it's you realize, Darby, you probably realize it more than anyone else, just given your angelic nature. But yeah, this was food from a fae folk, and while not like objectively meant to do something weird to you, you think it kind of maybe did. Yeah, I'm going to give everyone that had some is going to get a -1 to sharp and a +1 to charm for for as long as it's in your belly.
Great.
It is a soup of communion and friendship. Since the Fae folk offered you something in his home to people he declared as friends, you are much less alert, but much more talkative and willing to laugh and all. So yeah, you all kind of eat it if you're eating. Gregor McFlanagan, kind of asks you all, rather innocuous questions about yourself. He's not surprised when any of you tell him your name. It is likely that Zap Xylophone called ahead and said exactly who would be visiting, which is probably why he saw you, Zlobs, and was like, I should ask about him. But yeah, so he asks about Somerville and what it's like, and how he hasn't been there in several decades, and this and that and the other. He asks about Blindell's. He keeps talking about this old bakery called Blindell's.
great.
I sure wish that
I
still
love
existed.
Blindell's.
Blindell's exists.
It does?
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want a donut? I open my leather jacket and there's a bunch of Blindell donuts there.
If you wouldn't mind.
Of course. There you go.
He takes a bite and his eyes light up. And I don't mean that figuratively. I mean that literally. There's like a flash of brightness in his eyes.
Unlike the lighthouse, am I right?
It's the same. It's the same. Isn't that something? Well, in any event, I conducted my own analysis. The big light gives off heat. It is powered. It continues to turn. No light. I could not tell you why.
Morgan.
Zlobs.
This is probably your thing, right?
Yeah. All right. Show me the ladder going upstairs.
By all means. He guides you all. It's a staircase up to a landing, and then you take a big spiral staircase into this big kind of stone tower. The place has been renovated since the 1800s, so there's like electric lights in here, like lanterns and stuff. All of those are on. And you're led to it.
Oh, the lamps are just beautiful. I just wanted you to know that, Keeper McFlanagan.
I see them every day, and sometimes you forget.
Let's
nice
all
to be
take a
reminded.
moment. Let's all look at Let's all look at one.
Okay.
Everyone
pick
just
that
take a
one.
deep breath. Feel the warmth. of your lamp. Thank your lamp.
Thank you, lamp.
Thank you, Lamp.
See its beauty.
Thank you, lamp.
Rodrigo takes a picture.
Okay, let's go.
And then a selfie with him in the lamp.
Oh. Okay. I just wanted to commune with the lamp.
I take the
That
lamp
was-
with me.
That was nice, Darby.
Yeah, you remove a fixture from the wall. Gregor says nothing about it since you think he suspects that it's part of the investigation somehow. But yeah, you are.
I have it on Zlobs' shoulder. It's like a parrot.
Yeah. So yeah, you take your lamp and the rest of you up to the landing. You know, it opens up and like boom, you're outside on a catwalk that circles the light, and you have to open up this like big pane of glass. And sure enough, you're staring at kind of the light mechanism, which is, I mean, it's like a giant oil drum. So it's like an oil drum standing straight up. One side, actually, on two sides of these giant light bulbs, and they're just slowly rotating, like every 10 seconds. And they kick off heat. They kick, like you put your hand on it, it's hot. Not like burning your hands hot, but it's hot. Morgan, you don't even need to roll. You are aware that electricity is flowing through this. But yeah, that's about as far as you can get. Gregor stays down below. 5 on this catwalk is plenty. Rodrigo's taking a bunch of notes on his phone. He then, unlimbers his laser rifle with this like big crazy scope on it. The scope itself is almost as impressive as the laser rifle. It's got all these like buttons and knobs and stuff, and he like adjusts a few and then kind of puts it to his eye and kind of scans the horizon. You think he's doing that not because he feels like there's a threat, just because he is doing that. But yeah, Morgan, it's you're looking at it. Something's going on.
All right, Zlobs, use your electrical eye to determine. Guys?
Yeah?
Huddle.
Okay. Yeah?
What's up,
going
Morgan?
on, Morgan?
Wait, what's up, Morgan?
Am I being bossy?
I mean, a little bit. That's usual.
Yeah, but I feel like I've been extra bossy lately. Like
Ladies and
You're
gentlemen,
older
we're
than
just
me
on
by
this
at least 3 weeks, so I'm okay with it.
You're just trying on a new boss identity.
I really want to like lead, but I don't know how. I'm trying to figure it out.
Do you want to be the mission captain?
Yeah, I know that they put you in charge of being mission captain, Mathers, but would you mind?
I don't mind at all. Sometimes having some legitimate authority behind your confidence can make it feel more at home.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
See how
Okay.
you like it.
I'm gonna try.
I think it's a good one for you to be team captain on anyways, because I think that there might be magic at play here.
Okay. Hey, Zlobs.
Yeah, what's up?
I'll try to delegate. I think that your electricity and wiring detection might be of assistance here.
Okay. I get on top of the spinny thing and then go bah, to
Yeah, so you kind of climb into the housing and sit on top of it, and it's slowly rotating. Yeah, Zlobs, give me a 2d6 sharp +1 because you are just right there, rocking and rolling.
Oh, I -1 sharp because of
Right.
because
But a
of,
+1 because
the
you're
chowder.
pretty easily
Oh
qualified for this.
my god.
Oh.
We got a 2.
Okay.
Beef.
Oh no, natural 2.
It's just
Oh,
beef
no.
in there.
Oh no, that beef. Never trust that beef. Oh
Yeah,
no.
ooh.
Oh, my
It's-
stomach. Oh no.
Yeah, your stomach's
no.
rumbling and gurgling. Sitting and rotating is not helping. This stuff is sitting like a bowling ball.
Zlobs, are you all right?
No. I'm
What's wrong?
I got beefed.
Oh.
Yeah, so I would say the failure. You do not determine anything, not because there is nothing to determine, but because there is beef in you and it wants to get out.
Oh no.
Do you need to should we ask about a facility, a bathroom type facility?
No,
Zlobs?
I'm
I
gonna
can-
fight this all the way down.
Well, okay, because if you wanted to
I'm
come
not
the other
making
way,
it up.
I have an idea. I could help.
You can help.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean come the other way, Darby?
Oh, well, you know how like when you go on a roller coaster and then you drop really fast, it sort of feels like your stomach goes up really like that, and you get kind of nauseated. Well, if like Zlobs wanted the beef to go like he's on a roller coaster and then come out, I could just be his roller coaster.
No.
You want to make him throw up?
I don't want to throw up. That's the thing. I refuse. I don't want to lose to the
Okay.
beef.
Zlobs, I
Okay,
feel
you
like
keep
if
your beef. I support that.
If you're trying to keep your beef, I worry that it's going to show itself at an inopportune time.
That'll never happen.
I'm sorry, I totally forgot, Zlobs. Here's your pocket pizza.
This sounds like hubris. We're tempting fate here.
Yeah, but I do have a pocket pizza.
Zlobs, do you eat the pocket pizza?
I take it. I look at it. I squish it into a big ball and compress it. Darby, I need your sword.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to touch it. Can you just bring out your sword?
Yeah, of course. I draw my sword.
Okay. I put the ball at the end of the sword at the tip. All right. Can you add flame?
I can.
All right. I wait. I do a couple spins. And it's like, all right, done. Like I guess like reverse microwave. I pick it up and I take
Almost like a marshmallow at a campfire, really.
yeah. I take it out and I take a bite like an apple.
Yeah, so you're putting a pizza hat on top of this beef gut, and we'll see how that does for you. But as for now,
Okay.
yeah, you are focusing on matters that are not the light.
Nope.
Can I go ask Mr. Flanagan a few questions?
Yeah, but by all means, you head downstairs. Mr. Flanagan is using something that looks like an old iron tennis racket to make some toast. And he looks up at you. Mindy Mathers, did you get to the bottom of it?
We're still investigating, Mr. McFlanagan. Do you like to be called Mr. McFlanagan? Do you prefer Lighthouse Keeper Gregor McFlanagan or something different than that?
Well, up to you, really, but most folks call me Mr. McFlanagan.
That's perfect. First thought, best thought.
My real name is Terrifying.
Your real name is Terrifying?
It's a bit of a joke. That's something that my mother used to tell me. She would always give people her name and then said, but my real name is Terrifying.
Is
She
your
might be
real name a
right.
secret?
Well, and take it from me, you really should keep your true name a secret.
I see. So, okay. Sorry, so you have a secret name that you haven't told me yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mathers. Pace
Sorry,
yourself.
I'm trying to focus on the traveling team mission. Does anyone know your true name, or it's a secret from like everybody? It's
Oh,
a really
no.
big secret that no one's ever found out before.
Oh no.
Yeah, Mindy, you think it is.
I had questions about the lighthouse, and I'm totally blanking on them right now. Can I read Mr. McFlanagan's mind?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Give me a 2d6 plus weird.
I can't even think about anything else. 9.
That's pretty good.
All right,
Pretty good.
with the 9, you could get one useful fact about the lighthouse or a secret.
Secret.
All right. Because it's top of mind, his middle or hidden name is Lillyglade. Lillyglade.
That's a good name.
Yeah, Gregor Lillyglade McFlanagan. Now, Mindy, because you know more about kind of the Fey folk than most, there is a type of magic that can be done. That if you know someone's true name, now for most people, that would be kind of their first name, middle name, and last name, but not just like on paper. Like you would need to know it as they would say it. Like if you asked yourself who you were, the voice in your head saying that name, that's the true name. You now know Gregor Lilyglade McFlanagan's real name, which means that if you were sufficiently knowledgeable about it, you would likely be able to cast all kinds of rituals on him. Like if you're able to know someone's true name, like you could essentially target them with spells from far away, compel actions, screw with their fate, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you now know the true name of a 200-plus-year-old half-fae lightkeeper that was apparently rather heavily involved in the American Revolution.
Okay, great.
So anyway, what questions do you have about the light?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I get distracted and stop talking and leave a really long pause. But
Yeah, I noticed, yes.
now I am back and I am ready to ask you the questions that I had in mind, and I am remembering them properly now.
I am ready.
Okay, great. Mr. McFlanagan, when did the light of the lighthouse stop working? When did it go out?
About 70 hours ago.
70 hours. And since then, have you noticed any kind of residual magic in or around the lighthouse?
Not one for magic myself, at least not directly. I know a couple of things that, keep the floors clean. But given my limited skills, it seems like something's up. I just couldn't tell you what.
Well, let me ask first about some of the common kind of side effects of magic being left around. If somebody kind of is messily going about this, perhaps maybe you've noticed an increased frequency of electric shocks, like how, normally if you would walk across the carpet in a pair of socks, you might expect to be electric shocked when you pick up a tea kettle. But maybe if somebody is kind of letting magic fly around, then you might experience that same thing under circumstances where you wouldn't normally, like going to wash your hands or picking something up that was just lying stationary.
Mindy, give me 2d6 plus sharp.
Okay.
This line of questioning might get somewhere if you ask the right thing.
That'll be a 10.
Yes. You kind of check off a few things. Are you getting shocked or electrocuted more often? You ask a couple of other things. And then one of them, so it's not that, but it's another consequence of like residual magic or ongoing magic. What is it that you ask him about that he says yes to?
Dreams can be a really good indicator, and sometimes can sort of leave hints about what's going on. So if you're dreaming as a different person, that could be kind of the caster's identity. Does that sound familiar? Have you been dreaming as a different person?
I have, and I'm not much of a dreaming type. Yes, that's exactly it. Yes. Same dream 2 nights in a row ever since this all started.
Oh, well, that is very significant and could be definitely helpful. Do you recognize anything about your identity in these dreams?
I was a traveler. I knew that I was not from here, and I was coming here for a reason, and specifically here. And I dreamt that I had to take something, like a little thing, but it was very heavy. And 2 nights in a row, I was a traveler and I came here and I took from this place something heavy. And I brought it with me back to where I came from. I was dressed all in black.
All in black, traveler, carrying something heavy. This is extremely helpful. And when you say that you took something, were you taking it from this lighthouse?
Now that I think about it, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, then this, it sounds like this might have just become a tracking mission. So I'm going to go talk to my co-worker, Zlobs, Severus Slobin, and see what we might be able to do about tracking down whatever was taken from the lighthouse.
Wonderful. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad I was helpful.
You were very helpful. Thank you.
So yeah, Mindy, you return up. Everyone gets the lay of the land from you. Because of this, so you have the information that Mindy has, but I'm also going to make it a retroactive help someone roll. So the next person that rolls something related to this is going to get a +1.
Nice. All right. So you think something was taken?
Something very heavy was taken, and it was taken by someone dressed all in black and someone who is not from around here, a traveler from somewhere else. And they're heading back to wherever it was that they traveled from. Now, it was like dream transcendence, so it could be something that is literally heavy, but it also could be something a little bit more emotionally heavy, or maybe like mentally heavy to keep track of or to hold on to. There was definitely magic at play, so it could also be magically heavy, so to speak.
Like the weight of leadership.
Yeah.
Or the weight of beef.
Yeah, or like the weight of beef.
What's on your mind, Zlobs?
It's the beef.
Yeah, it's the beef. How are you feeling, Darby?
Warm
Ooh.
and nice.
Oh, whoa. So you're connected to all the emotions then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do angelic things where we can like figure out the vibes of this dream thing?
Yeah, I can certainly try to.
Why haven't you done it before?
I've just been appreciating being in the lighthouse.
Oh, yeah, you're really taken to this place.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to use the information you have from Mindy and Morgan's leadership, this could be and your own angelic kind of powers of observation. This could be an investigate a mystery list.
Okay.
Investigate a mystery roll, +1 for Mindy's help.
Okay, I'll do that. Feeling connected to this place. And Keeper McFlanagan.
Of note, Rodrigo Laserbeam is looking at his phone, typing furiously, and kind of giggling to himself.
Ooh, and right now I have -1 sharp, so that'll be a 9.
9. All right. You can ask one question from the Investigate a Mystery list.
What happened here?
How convenient. About 70 hours ago, a ritual was cast on this light. Not the lighthouse, the light itself. This ritual was done in person, and the ritual is siphoning the light, all of it, and sending it somewhere. The ritual remains active.
Okay, I think I need to get to work. All right,
Morgan.
First things first. Rodrigo, Laserbeam.
Rodrigo, what are you looking at on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should
Oh.
love that phone.
Well, it's not done yet. He shows you his phone. He's writing a poem, you think?
Read it. Sorry, would you be interested in reading it?
Well, I'm not done with it yet.
Poems
here-
are always a work in progress.
Yeah, okay. Here's the first couple lines. Here we are up in the dark. We see a light, but we see no spark. And the rest of it's a bunch of notes, but I'm getting there.
But what's so funny about it?
This is the first poem I've ever wrote. I feel like I should be, you know?
And you're choosing to write a poem. Something's amiss with
Is
Rodrigo.
is
Laserbeam.
Rodrigo always this creative
Silly?
No.
and spirited?
Yeah,
No,
something's
no.
up. Something's up.
Rodrigo's
situation.
fairly stoic.
Yeah.
He's a sniper. Like,
I don't remember Rodrigo sort of being giggly and
no.
like this.
Yeah, Mindy, give me a 2d6 plus weird.
Oh, okay. Oh no. I rolled 2 1s. I rolled the worst you can roll.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately,
You beefed it.
I've killed him.
Okay.
What's wrong with Rodrigo?
The stew is hitting him a lot harder than everybody else.
Huh.
And because you kind of rummage around in his mind, which is just a mess right now, you think it's because he wanted it to.
He really invited that energy in.
He really wanted to do something cool in Magic.
Sure.
And now he's just he let the stew saturate his cells. Really,
He's really stewing in it. So
he's
to speak.
stewing in it.
Okay.
So yeah, he's something of a mess.
Great.
Morgan, what's up?
All right, Rodrigo.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not. Never mind.
All right, you got it, boss.
Okay, so I think we ought to do a ritual to find out where this light is heading. Because if we know where the light is heading, I think we'll find the source of who stole it.
That's a great idea.
That is a good idea.
Plenty of sense to me.
Yeah. So this is going to be this is a big ritual. So let me look up the ritual stuff here. Boo, boo, boo. Ritual magic. All right, so if you want to use magic in a way that causes a larger effect or one not listed, please ask the GM. The GM will give you a list of requirements. Okay, so this is going to be a tracking ritual. So you're going to use a ritual to find whatever ritual is going on and kind of trace it. So that's going to be 2d6 plus weird. You are going to... this is going to take time. This is probably going to take about an hour. That's kind of the big thing it's going to take because this is a lot of like theoretical magic. And I would say the other thing that you would need would be to destroy something magical to do it. Like you need to sacrifice something that has some magical juice to it to do this. Or you can all take one harm. You could all like give of yourself instead. Your choice.
I think I pull up the cravat of Swagness.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how did you get that?
Wait, no, not that.
That's like on lock and key. That's a dangerous artifact. How did you, Morgan? How did you? That has a very powerful spiritual weight. Morgan, what did you do? How did you get that artifact? Morgan.
What?
Morgan.
It doesn't necessarily have to be that.
Yeah.
If it's canonically under lock and key.
I don't remember at all what happened to it.
Like so, some people like picked it up like from like tactical office or something. It was bad news.
They took it away.
So yeah, it could be something magical. You could kind of sacrifice a little bit of essence to do it.
Is
like
there still
life
any
essence.
Is there still any stew left?
Oh yeah. There's stew downstairs. You could use that stew.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go ask Gregor for the stew.
I knew you would come around. Here you go.
No.
He hands you a bowl and a spoon. He crushes some croutons on top of it and some fresh chives. He hands it to you with a big smile on his face.
Oh God.
There's a big piece of beef just rolling around like a orca.
It's gray.
God, Gregor, all right, fine. And I eat the bowl of soup.
Yeah, it's
Morgan.
not good. It's not good. Your sharp's down by 1, your charm's up by 1.
The chowder's good. The beef is not.
Yeah.
All four of you are going to be beefing it on the way home except for me.
Look, I'm trying to be
You get to drive.
This
Well,
is
I guess we don't have a car. Never mind.
The big
Gregor-
petunia only has one bathroom.
yeah, and it's small. Gregor, I this is great soup. No, I don't like it.
It's so good. It's whoa.
But I need it for a ritual. Can you please let me borrow the ritual? Borrow the soup for the ritual, please.
All right.
Oh,
He
Gregor.
he puts more in a bowl and then covers it with a tea towel and hands it to you.
I'm sorry, Gregor.
Can I make some more stew with Gregor to make him feel better?
Sure. Yeah, you head downstairs. Yeah, Gregor is give me a 2d6 plus give me a 2d6 plus charm. You're going to try to talk him into it.
7.
Plus 1.
Yeah, that's with the plus 1.
You coming down here was probably a good idea because your party has offended the Fae folk a little bit. And so coming down and asking him to make more food was the right move. So yeah, sure enough, you are set to peeling potatoes. And how interested are you in conversation with him?
Very.
Okay. You learn what George Washington was like as a person, what the Marquis de Lafayette was like as a person, what they ate at Valley Forge. He at one point he asks you if Severus Lobben's family is really not from Massachusetts. And yeah, it's a lovely conversation with an incredibly knowledgeable, sharp guy who remembers almost photographically stuff that happened some time ago.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
do want to help the process by I see him cooking roast beef, and I want to use every ounce of my tactical genius to prevent the beef from being added to the stew.
2d6 plus cool.
I will not let this happen. I can't let this happen. Oh no, 11.
All right. Yeah, you dispose of the beef in a way that makes the most sense to you.
What is that way? Zlobs?
What is that way? Yeah.
Oh, thermite.
What?
Yeah, at one point,
Completely and utterly. Oops.
Oh my god.
like he asks you to take it outside and grab some like fresh herbs from the little garden, and you take it outside, and instead of doing that, you stuff it full of thermite and yeet it onto the beach where it explodes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was one of those situations where, there's a bunch of magic in the air. We all feel it. And that was a consequence. So the beef was compromised.
Oh, I understood. Well, for just such it's not as good, but I do have some lobster and crab that I just took out of the pots. I suppose we can do that with some sherry wine and corn, and yeah, you end up pivoting and making a truly remarkable seafood chowder. Which goes on, Morgan, while you and Rodrigo and Mindy are setting up the ritual. So, all right, ritual is prepared. The beef stew is sacrificed. And now it's time to cast. So give me 2d6 plus weird. I'll give you +1 because the stew's very potent.
Ooh, okay, cool.
As potent as it is unctuous.
Ugh.
What? That is a 13.
Okay. The ritual kind of shimmers into being, and well, I'm going to give you a choice. You know exactly where the light is being drawn to. Specifically down to the beach about a mile away. You can actually see it well. There's like an old fishing shack, like a supply shack, down on the beach a mile away. The ritual is carrying this light into there. You also realize that it's going about a mile in that direction, and when it hits that direction, it's going to somewhere else in time. So light is being siphoned off of this lighthouse and being sent a mile away over land and then somewhere else into the timeline. It is up to you whether you want to, and that for 13, I'll give it to you. You can use your ritual to snuff the original ritual and turn the light back on, or you can keep that ritual going so that whoever is doing it does not know you know.
The latter.
Okay. You now know where exactly this person is. You know it is continuing to be sustained by the person there. And you know that they have no idea that you know.
Rodrigo?
Yeah.
Can we get eyes on? And then I gesture.
You got it. Because he was involved in the ritual too. He can kind of see as well. You kind of point it to him. Yeah, kind of takes the laser rifle, puts the scope on. Too far for a shot, but I see the shack.
Okay.
Yeah, there's someone in there, I could tell. Movement under the door. Slight, they're sitting cross-legged, I could tell.
What do you think, Morgan?
You're an amazing sniper, Rodrigo. What time is it?
Whatever time you want it to be.
It's still night.
Mm-hmm.
We're all pretty tired. We're stewed out. I don't know where Darby and Zlobs are.
All right, Darby. Here's another potato. You ready? 3,
I'm
2,
ready.
1. What? You cut it once, but how did it turn into 8 pieces?
I never tell my secrets.
One of them's crinkle cut.
Oh, what? Just one? Wow. That's pretty cool.
I guess the choice we have is we can either rest for the night and continue investigating in the morning, or we could use the cover of night to sneak up and get a closer look.
All right, I've made an executive decision.
Yes, Captain.
I think we should rest.
And rest you do. You are all put up in the living room of the lighthouse. There are not sleeping bags, but piles and piles and piles of blankets. There's a roaring fire going for you.
It's very
and you
kind
have,
of Mr. McFlanagan to host us.
Yeah, he he makes sure you're all kind of settled in, which is good because before you go to bed, he insists that you all help in the canning of the or the jarring of the lobster and crab chowder, which you do. And
Zlobs ate so much of that. You know, we try to like water something down.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what he's doing.
Yeah, you're thinning the mix.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a 2d6 plus tough?
9.
All right. That'll work for all of you. The stew come morning is no longer having its effects on you. For sake of expediency, because I don't want this to be a two-parter, we will move through the sleepover portion to dawn. But conversations are had. Rodrigo doesn't sleep much. He is still working on that poem. You think he may have lost his inspiration at some point in the night, though, because he's now struggling and not laughing as much. By morning, Rodrigo has returned to his normal kind of like stoic observational self.
I haven't adjusted to it, so I start trying to joke. How's that poem going?
Well, I'm trying to figure out a rhyme scheme or, like ABBA or ABAB. I had to look it up. I got time. Depending on what I do, it's going to change everything.
Okay. All right. Shall we set out troops?
What's the plan?
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys weren't here. Okay. So I know where.
Yeah, but how the approach? What's the plan?
Oh,
Sneak.
sneak.
How?
Zlobs, we're gonna sneak up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and that's kind of what I'm relying on you for, my man.
All right, that'll definitely be. Zlop, sorry.
Are you asking for a combat report?
I want to know how. Yes, I want your executive summary on how to get from point A to point B in the stealthiest way possible.
Okay.
It'll all be one roll to figure it out and to get there. So this will be an act under pressure. So give me a 2d6 plus cool, and if it's good, then you're right where you want to be.
Darby, I need some potatoes.
You got it.
All right, make them.
For some reason, I slept with them.
make them into pieces.
They're only going into like 4
That's
for some
fine.
reason now.
Darby, was it uncomfortable with those potatoes in your pillowcase?
I like a firm pillowcase.
Oh,
That's a thing that we do in my household.
nice.
Sleep on. Never mind.
Not on potato. It's good for your. I don't know. Jorge says it's good for your back if you have firm mattress, firm pillow.
While they were
I'm glad
talking,
it made you feel at home.
I drew out the map using potato pieces. I got 13.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so
Here
you
you
know
go.
this potato's a row of trees. That potato are the dunes.
How is this
Yeah.
so accurate?
I
Slobs.
saw it. We had a vantage point. It was easy.
So with perfect with like perfect slobbiness, like you determine an approach.
Why are you laughing about that, Serp?
No, it's just of course you get a 13. Like my God. Yeah, so you end up like perfect approach vector. Rodrigo laser beam is like shadowing you like 50 feet back, like eyes trained through his scope on the shack as you go. When you get within like 500 feet, like he's right where he needs to be. He ends up like camping like 200 feet away, like on a hill or on like a
so
dune.
nice to have Overwatch. Oh,
Yeah, he's you know he can put down fire as needed. And yeah, all of you kind of approach to whatever distance is appropriate, and if you want to, you surround the thing.
Yes.
okay. I did my job.
Yeah. Dawn light is casting long shadows.
Oh, Darcy. Can we get
Yes, Captain.
aerial view?
Yes, we can. I go up.
Yep, you're looping in the sky. You've got Rodrigo on a dune. Yeah, there's nothing above. You're all pretty clear about the fact that, pardon me, there's one person in this little shack. They're not going anywhere. There's nothing, no reinforcements on the way, no nothing. You have whoever this is locked right the heck down.
I'll loop in everybody's minds so that Morgan can talk to us like walkie-talkie style.
All right.
It's
Everyone
connected.
Thank you, Zlobs.
I would like to make sure everyone, Morgan, connected. Make sure everyone is scarce, and I'm gonna knock on the door.
Hide? You want us to hide?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Sure.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bark orders.
No, it's okay. I will hide.
Yep.
All right.
You hide. Morgan, you knock on the door. You hear like a sigh inside just a
I won't bite. It's just your friendly Blittle Leaguer.
what do you want?
I This is my form of a wellness check. I just want to. I think something might be happening with the lighthouse, and I think that it might have something to do with the shack.
It's gonna keep on happening.
Okay, well, that's not very cool of you.
Morgan, come in. Morgan, do you need reinforcements?
God, yes. I'm way off my game here.
Morgan, you can do this. If you wanna, if you listen, if you wanna get this person face to face, I believe in you. We'll stay in hiding and believe in yourself, and just really let them know your leadership.
Okay.
Zlobs signal lost. Zlobs reconnecting.
He keeps getting distracted.
I keep
I'm gonna
thinking
hold on
all
to
these
Zlobs.
dunes reminds me. I just finished this book. It was this book 2 in a series, and I really enjoy it. And it takes place in a lot of desert, and it's really fun.
Okay, tell us about it on the way back.
Okay.
I hate that book. Okay, so
Ouch. Hey.
okay, so I'm gonna need you to open up because things aren't quite what they need to be here. We all understand that this lighthouse used to have light and it no longer has light, and someone has to answer for that. So please open the door before I open it myself. Little League out.
Yes, Morgan.
Nice. 2d6 plus charm. -1 though, because this person is very set in doing what they're doing.
7.
Okay. All right, we'll do it this way.
-1, 6. Gosh, dang it.
Whoever's inside kicks open the door, sending you backwards.
Whoa.
And you are immediately hit with some kind of spell.
Oh my goodness.
You take 2 magical harm. It's not fire, it's not ice, it's not anything. You will learn later on, after all this is said and done, that you were hit with entropy.
Zlobs, come in, Zlobs.
All right, there's now a firefight going on down there.
I drop down from the sky to tackle the person
All right, that's going to
as
be...
soon as I see the spell going out.
Gotcha, that's
lost
going to
Zlobs'
be
signal
a
again.
2d6 plus... do you want to do damage, or do you want to...
I want to restrain them. Like I'm
Okay.
definitely attacking, but I more want to restrain and stop them from being able to take another action than hurting them.
All right, so if your main goal is to wrap them up, that's going to be a act under pressure. If you want to do damage primarily with the chance of wrapping them up, that's going to be kick some butt.
Well.
You can
okay.
also ask for help from laser beam if you need it.
Oh, that's true. I'm gonna kick some butt.
All right, 2d6 plus
mad.
tough.
So that's a 10.
All right. That's terrific. 2d6 plus tough. On a 10 plus, so you do your damage, and he's going to do his damage to you. But on a 10 plus, you do 1 additional damage, take 1 less damage, gain +1 on your next roll, or put the target right where you want it.
Right where I want it.
Yep. So you kind of dive down and tackle him. He hits the ground. You get a look at him. He's kind of like a black kind of clad blur. Like he's wearing black pants, like a black kind of sweatshirt sort of thing. Big black kind of scarf wrapped around his face.
Oh God! Got it.
You kind of like slam down into him. He reaches up and grabs onto your wings and hits you with like a magical blast. And all of a sudden, your wings start like shedding rivets. Like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, like some of the brass feathers, essentially the slat feathers, start rusting off. So you take 2 harm. but yeah, he is now right where you want him, which means based on, and correct me if I'm wrong, he is on the ground and will not be able to attack someone until they attack him.
Yeah. I look him in the face and I say, no more Captain Nice Morgan. You got Darby on you now. And I also just kind of elbow him in the right in the sternum.
Bang him against the ground and all that. All right. So this person is restrained until someone else attacks. So what does someone want to do?
Oh, while this is happening, I'm going to do what Zlob does best and cause chaos. I'm just going to trundle in, armored up, and just see if there's anything in the room that Zlobs can investigate with his explosives or general bearing of chaos.
Listeners, that was a lot of air quotes. That was a lot.
That was more.
Assume an air quote for every word.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a robust amount of air quotes. Oops, sorry, hold on. I found something on the floor, and then I remembered what it was, and I put it back.
I thought you were writing down a note, like,
No. Yeah, you just blow up his shack.
Hold on.
Do you not?
I want to see what's in the shack. Where if there's like if there's like a ritual happening or like a machine or something.
Yeah, there's it's kind of wacky in here.
Yeah. I want to see what I.
Okay, gotcha.
You said investigate in air quotes, so it was really
investigate. I need to see first. Like
you run in. There are kind of ritual circles, like scribed circles on 3 of the walls and on the floor. There's like a big bottle, like a big gallon jug of water in here. Mm-hmm. Looks like a bag of food. We actually give me don't even need to roll. I'll tell you, it's food, but it's not food. It's like these weird, little bars. They look like protein bars, but not. So yeah, like a jug of water and like these weird, I don't know, like nutrient bars or something. And yeah, you like the ritual circles are still like kind of active and kind of like crackling with energy. You know that like life or light is kind of moving through them. Yeah. So this person was definitely babysitting a ritual.
Great. I want to jump in the middle of the ritual.
Sure. What do you want to do when you're
take care of it from the inside? Well, do I get any feelings or any bearing of weakness or interest?
All right. Well, this is going to be an investigative mystery. Definitely not a read bad situation. It's investigative mystery. 2d6 plus sharp.
8.
All right. You can ask one question from the investigative mystery list.
Where did it go?
The light is being moved to a point in the future, a date that thankfully you will not remember. But it is moving into the future.
What a frightening thing you just said.
Yeah, but it has no connection to anything else we've done before.
Nope, nothing at all.
Nope. Okay, I'm just going to continuously belly flop on all of the chalk.
Oh, bam, wham! Yeah. So Zlobs is taking to wrecking the ritual. Cool. What's someone else want to do?
I have a question. So he's restrained until someone attacks him. Mm-hmm. Does is it physical attack only? Does mental storm count?
It would anything that represents damage or maliciousness. Yeah.
Got it. So I will not mental storm. I will not attack. I won't do any kind of harm or maliciousness, but I will give him a new personality.
That's fair. Give me 2d6 plus weird.
Great. 9.
All right. And what is the word you want for his new personality?
How about something like let's try sniveling.
Perfect.
Like just sort of a pathetic little guy.
Uh,
I think snivelling's good. Let's see how it
sniveling
works
is
out.
good. Oh God! Oh no! Look! There's a misunderstanding here. I'm not doing this for any kind of reason other than I need it. Okay?
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're okay. You might be forgiven. I don't. What is?
At this
You
point,
just
like
attacked-
Zlobs kicks out one of the walls. Oh no! Oh jeez!
Please breathe. Breathe. What? Okay. Why were you? Okay. But why were you stealing the light?
You like his face is hidden. You can see his eyes. He looks at you, and his eyes grow like wide with both like recognition and fear. Oh, and he screams. He screams so loud, I'm not going to scream.
Oh, shoot. I think I might have gone too far with this one.
Matters.
I'm gonna. Can I soothe him while he's screaming?
No. Like you start kind of leaning. It's like, it's all right, but he's like, no, stay out of my head. Stay out of my head. Don't look
I'm
at my
not going
face.
in your head.
Stay out of my head. Don't look at my face. Don't look at my face.
I'm not
Just let
looking
me
at your
go.
face. I'm not gonna look at your face. I'm not getting in your head. I'm not the one who can do that.
Yeah, I definitely went too pathetic.
Yeah, you calm him down. He is still sniveling. He's kind of he's squirming. He's like trying to get his hands up to cover his eye.
I pull up like some of the fabric to cover his eye for him. Oh,
Do I recognize him?
No. Well, I mean, you can't see his face.
Oh, okay.
okay. Can you tell me now what's so special about this light that you needed to steal
I
it?
can't. You gotta let me go.
I'll let you go once I know.
No, you can't. No. You just gotta let me go.
Should we maybe take his mask off? Hate to.
I take off the mask.
Zlobs, give me. Hold on, we're dealing with some paradoxy stuff here.
Oh no! I mean,
Oh, no.
hold on.
Oh,
That
no.
old hat. Zlobs has been through time in memoriam many times. Both him personally, many iterations of him. He is a paradox. He is entropy incarnate.
Is
He's fine.
Rodrigo? Just to check. Is Rodrigo in the shack right now?
Rodrigo, no, he's about 20 feet that way.
Okay, great.
Zlobs, give me a 2d6 plus tough -2. So this is a bit like he is fighting this thing with every fiber of his being.
Mm-hmm.
And so tell me what you got.
Did I level up between this and? I'm trying to see
Whatever character sheet you're looking at is what you got.
Okay, so I don't have bottle it up. Okay, never mind. Wait, or do I?
I'm going to say no.
No. Okay. All right, here we go. Plus tough. That okay. 3. He's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay.
Oh no.
What is the worst that could happen? You reach for the mask or the scarf. The scream that comes out of him is almost inhuman. It is beyond sniveling, it's terror. He kicks you hard in the chest.
Ooh, that is the worst.
You kind of fly back a few feet. He gets up and looks and starts doing something, some kind of magical spell. 20 feet away, Rodrigo looks at the wild gestures, looks at you getting kicked, looks at Darby's wings, looks at Morgan like sizzling, and takes a shot. This person is hit somewhere in the abdomen. The magic that's kind of pulsing and going in his hands, he just kind of turns and reaches out to Rodrigo and closes his hand. Rodrigo crackles into nothingness in a shower of white and blue sparks.
What?
What?
He looks at all of you, and then he vanishes into a crackle of white and blue sparks. Chatham light turns back on. Present day. The four of you are hanging out somewhere. Where are you hanging out?
The squeeze.
Yeah, the squeeze.
What are we in the squeeze easy or the squeeze? It's very important.
Squeeze easy.
Yeah. Nice day. Chill in the air, early chill. You're there.
Talking about bagels.
Talking about bagels. There's a list going. You're ranking them. But then the ranking, you all simultaneously agree the ranking was wrong. And you kind of rip them all up and start re-ranking the ripped pieces of paper.
There's like a local rock band just playing off on the stage.
Yeah, kind of like a fun, little lo-fi rock set, like real casual rock. The three of you that have phones all get a text message. It's the poem.
Oh,
What? What's wrong? What did you guys... What's happening?
I passed my phone to Mindy.
Who sent you this?
I'll respond. Where have you been?
... Crap, wasn't done with it yet. Meant to ask where you are.
Come to the squeezy.
Kind of hard to do. Shack gone. People are flying kites.
I'm gonna put my phone down. I think Rodrigo is in Cape Cod.
Zlobs, where's your car?
boop boop. On its way.
In what should be 2 hours later, but because of traffic, about 3.5. You park outside of Chatham Light. And there's Rodrigo sitting on a dune, looking exactly the same as he was that dawn 2 years ago. One year ago. Chatham Lighthouse. A block away. The masked man stares at the light in the distance, slowly rotating once every 10 seconds. He's leaning against a fence while another man is stapling a wound shut with some kind of painful-looking emergency medical device. How much light? the masked man unravels his scarf. It's enormity. And he answers Carl's
Oh no.
question.
Oh.
7 hours. That traveling team responded fast. Carl sighs, likely because he thinks he needs to. Is 77 hours enough? Of course not, Enormity replied. But given that all of this will be black, lifeless ocean, 77 hours is practically an eternity. We'll end it right there.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Wait.
You and your far-reaching schemes and writing and plot.
We need a
coming together.
potato chart.
Given that all of this will be what?
Black, lifeless ocean.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. We hear the hums of the great Petunia, or the big Petunia, the grand Petunia, the big Petunia, flying back to Boston. Darby,
Yeah, Zlobs.
I ate more of the beef.
That's understandable.
Can
Sometimes
you-
when something bad happens, we do something bad to ourselves. How do you feel?
Beefy.
Do you need a roller coaster?
I think I do.
Unbuckle.
I unbuckle.
We'll go out the back.
Okay.
It shouldn't take too long.
Thank you.
Let's go, buddy.
Was.
Oh, that was stupid.
Oh, we're not